May profits be upon you. I want to spend a little time talking about Dixie and Euro USD and quite possibly Pound USD. Why? Because I woke up and I saw this. It wasn't like I woke up with a revelation. All right. I saw something. I want to see if you see it. Dixie on the daily. We push high, we pull back. All right. I'm going to have to get my highlighter. Don't make me get my highlighter. All right. Push up, pull back, push higher, a higher high, right? And then we take out that low. Boom. This is the pullback, not this. This is the pullback. Why do I say that? Because what we're looking for is range. All right. From swing high, from swing low to swing high, and this pullback, we want to see 50% at least pullback, not this. This. You understand? That gives us a substantive, that's a rough word, substantive pullback. Now, let me finish. Get that out of here. Okay, so, and then we make this high. We break structure to the upside. This is key. I'm drawing your attention to this because I was looking at Dixie. I was this is where I basically get my guidance for all the majors because it's all dependent on Dixie. Dixie is the US dollar against, weighted against a basket of other currencies. All right. It lets you know how strong it is versus the other ones, right? And then we get this little pullback here. All right. Similar to this one. Do I think this is coming? Yeah, I do. I suspect that is coming. Now we can have a very momentum-filled push, a lovely hard rally, right? But there's always a correction after that rally, and we're not at the 50% mark yet, or are we? Let me see. We should be just at the 50 if I'm looking at it right. Look at that. We tapped that 50. Yeah, look at this. Now, should I be expecting more? Should I be expecting something like this here? Well, in comparison, if you're going to compare the impulse and the correction, we have the pullback. But why do I think this is going to pull back further? Well, it didn't, from here, we didn't get a higher high. That's one thing. And these highs keep getting lower. That's two things. All right. And there seemed to be some weakness here from the top. We broke on the Dixie. If we go to the 4-hour, weekly, you can see that we broke highs from 2017, man, 2020, 2017. After you take liquidity from these highs, because that's a lot of liquidity up here. After you take liquidity, you expect a pullback. I expected a bigger pullback than this. Now, on the weekly, this pullback is minuscule. All right. Look where the swing low is. Look at the swing high is. This isn't even a 38% pullback, What we're pulling back to is the breakout level. All right. And from that breakout level, that retested the breakout level, we went a little higher, right? Let's get rid of that so you can see it. All right, we went a little higher, but it was only a wick high. We didn't break and close below that. And I also want to point out there's a weekly fair value gap to fill here for price to keep going high. Listen, make no mistake about it. I am bullish. there is no other place to be. Weekly shows bullish strength, a bullish bias. The daily shows a bullish bias as we break structure to the upside. But after every impulse comes a correction, man. And I fear that we may see some short-term bearishness come into this market. Now, this is what I want you to see. A high is made, a pullback, a higher high, and now we're in correction. Got it? We should see the inverse of this on the Euro USD. And tell me what you see. Pull back, push down, pull back, push down, full pullback, full pullback. Why don't we get a lower low here? Why isn't that low lower like we see on the Dixie? This is on the daily. Look at the Dixie. We made a higher high. We didn't make a lower low. That's supposed to happen. What does that tell us? Smart money technique, smart money theory, smart money, whatever you want to call it. They call it SMT divergence. All right. This is the kind of thing when things don't match or correlate between the euro and USD, or with the majors, pound USD, Aussie USD, whatever. When you start to see these kind of things, it talks about inherent, like hidden weakness, underlying weakness in a currency, or strength in a currency. All right. And in this case, are we seeing strength, a stronger euro versus the dollar in the short term? Is price pulling up to complete a bigger pullback, a deeper pullback, before taking out these relative equal lows here? Look at this. Those are relative equal lows. And on the bigger scale, on the Euro USD, if we go to the weekly, you can see there are bigger relative equal lows here. There's a lot of liquidity down here, folks. A lot of liquidity. So I have no doubt price, because it's so bearish, there's only one way to look at that on the weekly. This is bearish. We broke structure here, a hard structure, 2020. All right, we broke that structure. We come back up to test it, and price is reacting off of that test of that breakout level. All right. What am I also seeing? This was demand that was broken here. All right. And what do I always look for? That flip. All right. Price came back up to the supply that right before that demand that was left behind. Price comes up to mitigate that, and we are heading down. All right. If we go to the daily, you can see this very clearly. The supply that was left behind that caused the break was retested. This is the flip I always look for. You hear me talk about these flips in my my videos. All right. What do I think about this here? The whole reason I'm putting this video out is to get people to say, hey, hold on, let me wait, let me see. What you want to wait for, let's take a look at the 4-hour. What you want to wait for is for a price to reveal its hand. Is it going up or is it going down? Are we going to see strength, short-term strength, and short-term in the euro, and short-term weakness in the Dixie? Let's wait until it hits a zone before you start thinking on a swing perspective, a longer-term trend, a longer-term hold. Okay. What I want you to make note of is that SMT divergence. All right. And that should bring your alarm up. Now, I have this dotted line going across there. Why? Because price saw it as resistance here, and then we got above it, saw it as support, right? Got below it here, saw it as resistance. right? Pretty strong key level of support and resistance. This is a key level, call it what it is, okay? All right, we have a supply here. We have these relative equal highs that have not mitigated this unmitigated zone of supply yet. I'm waiting for price to touch here, and then I will be looking for setups. I will look on the 15-minute for confirmations. That would mean a demand zone gets hit on the 15-minute within this 4-hour zone. Got it? Stay with me. All right. I'm waiting for price to just give me my head and shoulder or quasi. I'm looking for the same situation every time. All right. I'm looking for price to take that out. Now, on a lower time frame, you might see that happen a little sooner. All right. When would it be okay to take shorts? All right. I have to see supply fail before I take shorts here. I want to see supply fail. I want to see price come through supply, like this little minor supply here. I want to see price come through that supply and then catch the pullback, and then I'll take a short. All right. If you see it on the 1 hour, I'm looking for a bigger confirmation, a higher time frame confirmation. All right. We are in an area where price is, kind of in between things. All right. What I notice is the structure. All right. You see this happening down here? Boom, 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 and above. What just happened there? What just happened there? We see the low being taken. Boom. Right. Push up, down, up. We broke here. We broke here. Those are the short-term structure points. All right, the substructure. Those are short-term highs. All right, I see enough of that. As soon as it breaks that, I'm waiting down here. I'm waiting down here, waiting here for price to come back so I can take a long. All right, it hasn't broken these high. It broke this high, but it didn't mitigate the zone yet. You understand? I will look for that dynamic in every situation, both bearish and bullish. So what I would propose is that you wait. I'm going to wait before I enter anything on the Euro USD. All right. I smell the hint of bullishness coming into it, coming into the zone. So I want to see this 4-hour zone. No, this 1 hour zone. Is this a 4-hour zone? Yeah, this is a 4-hour zone. Yeah, I want to see that 4-hour zone taken out first. When it comes back to the demand zone that's left behind, I'll take that up. And I think we're going to go ahead and mitigate higher. I hope I didn't get my correlations mixed up there. Let me see. I want to make sure, because sometimes I get caught up in one zone. Yeah, we mitigated up there already. We pushed, we didn't take that low out. We're coming back up here. This is here. Yeah. Before I take any counter trend trades, I would wait for this 4-hour zone to get taken out. All right. And like I just told you, all right, once it gets eliminated, when it comes back to the demand zone, that's when I will take. And I would look for that confirmation on the, I would look for that confirmation on the 1 hour. For when it comes back here, once it breaks on the 4 hour, once it breaks this 4-hour zone, I'm looking for a confirmation trade on the 15-minute, excuse me. And then I'll take a long, but I got to get confirmations for a counter trend trade. I'm looking for shorts in the Euro USD. Those are going to be the high probability trades because the daily is bearish and the weekly is bearish. I'm not going against that without some kind of confirmation. And I'm not looking for long-term stuff, because once we get back, once price gets back into this 4 hour, I'm looking for signs of reversal. You understand? So be careful, be patient with Euro USD. If you start to see price coming down, let it take out demand. Let it take out demand. I'm waiting for price to come on back down here, honestly, because there was a reversal here, right? Broke that high, right? And as soon as it breaks that high, I was saying with myself, where am I going to be waiting for price to come back to? I'm looking here. So I'll be looking for price to come here. I'll be looking for price to come right here. If this breaks on the 4 hour, if this breaks and it comes for those relative equal lows, which I suspect it will, all right, I'm waiting for the pullback. I'm waiting for the pullback. What I'm looking for that action here, here, here on the 1 hour. I'm looking for that break of demand, boom, and then I can take this supply and take it down. I hope you understand that. I hope I made that pretty clear. Let's move over to the pound dollar. There's something there that's driving me crazy. There it is. I still can't get it. All right, you win. Boom. Okay. Similar situation. All right. But the pound is much clearer. What has happened, we'll stick to, listen, the higher time frames, daily, weekly, all bearish, right? Here I am on the 4 hour. What do we have here? Demand zone. What happened? Violated, right? So we know that the bearishness is in, and we know that shorts are the way to go. Prices pull back. Prices pull back, right? But we didn't pull back to the supply. We just missed it. What does that usually mean to me? This is usually inducement. So I always have my eye on inducement. Gets traders to take shorts early. As price pulls up, they say, oh, we got a good pullback. I'm getting in that short. Market makers let you get that initial profit and then come up and take you out where your stop loss is. Come out and get your stop loss, because the whole plan was to mitigate this zone in the first place. I see this set up 1,000 times. It plays out 1,000 times. So price is in this range here. That's why I have the box. All right, I'm looking for a breakout of that range. All right, and what do I want to see? What would make sense to me? Price comes up here, takes out that liquidity, mitigates the unmitigated zone of supply on the 4 hour. Right, Sean? All right, and I'm looking for my setup. 1, 2, 3, up, down. I'm looking for this. That's what I'll be looking for. Now, in the case that price breaks out to the low, this is a manipulation for me, because what I'm going to see, let me get rid of all of this. What I see is the same situation play out. What do we have? Pull back, down, up. This looks like a reversal pattern, right? Price comes up, takes out that neckline, but what is important to me is this high here. The structure, this is a 2 candle pullback. There's a structure for me. And once it breaks that, as soon as it breaks, where am I? What's my first question? Where am I waiting for it? Where am I waiting for it to come back to? All right, return to impulse. I'm always thinking return to impulse. So this looks good to me right here. Boom, right? I'm not going to draw it out because I don't need to. Price did come back down and trade into that. We haven't had the bounce yet. We could see a deeper mitigation. Why? Because price likes to manipulate. They'll manipulate these lows, come into the nitty gritty of this zone here. the unmitigated portion of this demand zone. You can come down here and then go. I'm prepared for either direction. This hasn't been mitigated yet. You understand? Once we had this breakout, we come down here. We traded into this zone now. All right, this is a big zone. This is a big zone, but it was light mitigation. I could see it coming down, sweeping those lows, coming back up. And then we get my pattern, and then we can come on down. That's what I'm looking for. Either way, I'm looking for some shorts. I'm looking for shorts, and I'm going to wait patiently for those shorts for a high probability trade. If it doesn't happen until Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's fine with me. I don't have to take a short. You do not have to just jump into a trade. You don't have to. All right. There are going to be some opportunities on the intraday basis. You know, you can always get a day trade. All right. But I'm talking from a swing perspective. This is one, if we get the right bearish price action over here and get a 15-minute confirmation once it gets here on the 4-hour, hey, this is going to be one to hold, and this is going to be worth all the trouble. Okay, all the waiting. It'll be, you know, how many pips from here? 400, 450 to that low. Yeah. So, and we'll still be in this trading range from the swing high to the swing low. We'll still be in this trading range. All right, this is the 50%. We've already come back here. We can still be, we'll still be considered bearish. We get up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking for that. That's the trade, and it's worth the wait. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just my thoughts on this. And if you review the past week of my from my Sunday or Saturday and Sunday analysis, I did some updates and everything. Hey, there were some big trades. Look at my record for the last week. Look at those charts. All right, I had the bias for the most part on all of them, and there was plenty of good opportunities to take longer trades as opposed to, you know, 25 pips, 50 pip intraday trades, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, I make a living off of it, but I'm looking for a bigger prize. All right, but we have to wait and see for it. We got to wait and see. You just have to be patient for it. Anyway, I'm going on about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification, that bell icon. I always mess that up. That bell icon to catch the updates and notifications and all. And do leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Did you like that thing about the SMT divergence? Got that from ICT. Look at his videos. You'll see him mention it and everything. He's on PhD level when it comes to smart money stuff. I'm just a supply and demand trader that use smart money concepts. All right. I'm just a guy on a journey, and I'm trying to share what I have with the people that are on the journey with me. You know, I'll see you in the next video.